Okay, this is the new Color Smart LED strip. It's a standard 5 meters, 16 foot 4 inches. The difference with this one is it has many more color options, and it's of a professional grade, primarily used for nightclubs, bars, recreational vehicles, that type of thing. The remote is a simple 4-button remote. The top button is power itself. The next 2 buttons are increase and decrease, and the last button switches from speed to mode. In this particular case, I'm going to go through these as fast as I can, but slow enough that you get an idea what this thing can do. There are hundreds of options on this, so I will do this as fast as I can. The first option is straight white, always on, and from that point you can pick a color of your choosing. Once you run through all the colors, the next option would be a automatic changing of color, so you don't actually have to keep hitting it yourself. It'll in this particular case, this mode is a slow on-off mode, and then the next one will actually be a quick color change mode. After that, as you can see, this has the ability, each LED is wired individually, so it has the option of running a chase light. In this case, it's referred to as a building block mechanism. The options are many, so I'll go through these as much as I can. Right now it's a simple chase. When it gets to the end, it'll change the color of the increasing block to whatever that chasing light is. Again, at any time you can increase the speed to whatever speed you want it to go, or you can actually slow it down to virtually a crawl. I'm going to keep this kind of fast just so I can run through this a little bit quicker. I do have the lights off in here just to bring out the color a little bit more, but really the lights don't need to be off. These are incredibly bright LEDs. I'm sure you can figure that out with the glow coming off of them and how they're lighting up the walls. Once the strip is finished, the whole process starts over again. The next one is the same concept, and there's several different variations of color on this as well, but it is the same thing. It's a chase with a building block. The only major difference in this case is that there's a background color. It keeps it more busy, and if you put it into a lighted room, it helps keep the room lighted at all times. This option is just a rollover effect on different colors from one end to the other, and it will go through all the colors. Next one, this is kind of a building block mechanism. It starts at several different points and works its way out, and then you have the different variations of color on this as well. Also, there's this style, which instead of splitting and going each way, it actually all focuses one direction. And as stated, there's multiple colors that you can choose from. And I'll run through these as fast as I can. Same concept, and again with different background colors. A lot of bars and nightclubs are using these color configurations to correspond with sporting events of that particular day. I've noticed that trend seems to be growing. This is the same concept, a multicolor mode. These work pretty good on dance floors. This is a double dot chasing mechanism with the different color configurations. And again, you can speed it up or slow it down to whatever you like. This is a multicolor. Kind of a fade in, fade out chase. And of course all the different color variations of that. These seem to work pretty good when you put them around pedestals, tables, or bars, especially if you slow it down. They do a really nice kind of a glow. This one's extremely bright. It's just a cross-section of all the different colors that scroll from one end to the other. I found out that this one, because of its brightness, works pretty good during the day. You can put it on the side of a building, and you can actually see it from quite far away. As you can see, there are just unbelievable numbers of combinations here. This rainbow one seems to be very popular too. Now everything up to this point has been from end to front. From this point on, it'll go the opposite way. Everything, it's all the same combinations, but from the other end to this point. So no matter how you mount them, you can configure them to do whatever you want, especially if you have more than one and you want to cause different designs or even a light show.